Originally, yeah, I've spent a bit of time out and around Manchester. I've spent a bit of time in Sheffield as well, but yeah, originally. Well, as I've said to you personally before, I feel like there can be some sort of exclusivity between masjids. When it comes to like Arab majority masjids, I feel like it can be more mainly like a masjid and a community centre. Same with Somalis, and it seems to be difficult for reverts coming into it to find their own sort of footing in things and get themselves based in the community. My advice would be, personally, is source out a masjid which does the khutbah in English. This is a key thing which I found, and this was an issue for me, and I only found that here in the Salam Masjid. This was the first place I've come across where they'd done it in English. That was really beneficial towards me. And sourcing out information, getting the right books, find yourself a good local bookstore, but also make sure that it is authentic, verified material, which is sometimes an easier thing to say than to do. But finding a good verified bookstore, somewhere where you could trust, and a masjid where they do the khutbah in English is a good starting, I would say. I've known of cases where people have sort of jumped in at the deep end and without full understanding of the position of a Muslim with a non-Muslim family. But as we all know, the Prophet, peace be upon him, wasn't born a Muslim.
Yeah.
His parents weren't Muslims, do you know what I mean? So, like, there's the best example, like, follow the Prophet and see how he dealt with it. He didn't cut off any of his relations. He didn't hate any of his relations. He didn't abuse any of them. He showed them as much kindness and love as he did any time before. Well, I'm pretty sure that everybody knows that any sort of reaction like that could usually be put down to the media. It's usually the media, and I believe that they spin an angle, a rhetoric of how they want people to perceive things, which isn't true. And it's easy to break down lies. It's easy to, when the truth is exposed to the falsehood's destroyed. Do you know what I'm saying? So I believe that with any true information, any true understanding on Islam, what you give to someone, it will immediately break down this cold barrier what people have. But it doesn't surprise me that people have this feeling. I used to have this feeling. I used to mock Muslims. I used to dislike Muslims. This is what brought me to Islam. Do you know what I mean? So alhamdulillah, it can end up as a good thing. Do you know what I mean? That sort of dislike, that unease about things can sometimes lead into people reverting. It would just have to be, just take things slowly. When it comes to reading and taking the information especially, take your time with it, absorb the information, what you're going to understand what you're reading, and don't go too fast, don't throw yourself in, otherwise everything can sort of weigh down at once, do you know what I mean? Do things step by step, cut things out step by step. I've had an experience where I was working for a cafe, and this was a few years after I'd reverted, and to be honest, majority of people were fairly open with me practicing my religion, me praying and stuff like that. But obviously you're going to get the people who have some sort of reservations about it, and usually people aren't so direct. It's usually like a subtle thing, but I've usually use that sort of vibe, what I pick up on people, as a reason to go in and try and educate people. Well, luckily, personally, I come from a very multicultural family. I've got Rastas, Jews, Christians, all sorts of atheists, agnostic in my family. Luckily, my father is a very educated, objective thinker. He knows a lot about history, about the world and stuff like this, so I didn't have it too hard. But I've got a few friends, one who learned a lot of things about Islam from me, and then after a while he said that he wanted to revert. He reverted, and his parent and his siblings really did not like it. Instantaneously, the usual first things that come out, are you going to blow yourself up? Are you going to run away to so and so? Are you going to join this group, join that group? And I think it just highlights the point that we need to be doing something actively to combat this image which is perpetuated about Muslims and Islam around the world. Verify anything anyone ever tells you. This is a key point. I believe that people just, they'll see a brother, might be dressed in a thobe, might have a beard, might be a sister, hijab, niqab, and they see this appearance and take it as some seal of approval. And I feel like you need to go out there, take any information. I'm not saying accuse everybody of being a liar, but verify everything what you get told and everything which you find out.